Hello everyone and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I hope you guys are doing very well. If you do enjoy the content, please consider dropping that like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel, so thank you very much for your support. Wow. Okay, let's start with the stock market with the good part. Stock market keeps very strong and resilient. We are approaching 5,600 on the S&P. Nasdaq 100 is above 20,000 and Dow Jones is climbing into, close to 40,000 once again. Of course, last Friday, Mr. Harry Dent was predicting that the top was in. That was it for stocks. They are finished, blah, blah, blah. So the same old story. Once again, what's happening? Bonds are very strong. The rest of the markets follow. Now, as long as that remains, as I've mentioned before, I do think the Fed has removed the risk from the stock market, not in the sense of it can never go down in any single day. Of course it can, even can go down materially over longer stretches of time. However, the big 85% drops and stuff that people called, I don't see it as remotely possible. Now, it's funny to see on the political front the complete turning back by the media to Joe Biden. You see, there's something that you need to understand. If no feasible replacement comes, and I don't think, people were saying Gavin Newsom. I say, look, his record is very easy to attack. California is a complete disaster. You have record number of companies fleeing the state. You have record homelessness, record criminality, highest taxes in the country, highest inflation in the country. Whatever you look at, it's terrible. Okay, so you can say very simply to the rest of the country, would you guys want your state to become like California? Complete crap hole? Up to you. And there are some rumors about potential scandals with him that, a lot of people thought that Andrew Cuomo, for example, was going to be a big player, and then the scandals start to pop up, and all of a sudden, he disappears into the oblivion. So sometimes I'm not so convinced about Gavin Newsom's potential. I do think that the idea was to replace Biden, but you see, there's an important factor most people don't know. All the money that was donated to Biden can only go to Kamala Harris. Now, Kamala Harris is even more hated than Biden. So for people, they would much rather have an old man with dementia than Kamala Harris, which means that you need to count all that money gathered, raised, as gone, basically. So, there are not so many candidates. And because the thing is, you not only need to find the candidates, you need to convince them to potentially destroy their own future if they would just wait 4 years. See what I mean? In the sense that, do I really want to take a campaign that needs to start raising money now, and I have, less than 4 months of campaign? Right? We are in July. The election is on November 5th. We are July 5th. So basically you have 4 months. And then if you really do badly against Trump in the elections, that may jeopardize a potential future candidacy in 2028. So will you find people willing to risk getting thrown under the bus? I think, for example, I think that's the reason why Michelle Obama already said she won't run, because I think she realizes that she doesn't want to jeopardize, potential candidacy by falling flat on her face, by having no time, no money raised, and only 4 months to build a campaign. So I think what's going to happen in the media is, if really nobody finds a replacement for Biden, is that the media will start turning the story again. Oh, it was the jet lag because he traveled 14 days prior. Oh, he had a cold. He had extreme high fever. He didn't sleep well that night. Somebody put whiskey in his coffee. something's going to happen, and the media will go back to do everything they can for Biden to win. But here is the problem that the media and Democrats have as well, which is for 2.5 years, you've told us that Biden was okay. You made all the edits, all the media tricks to protect Biden as much as you could. You protected him and protected him and protected him once again. And every time somebody raised any questions about his ability to be president or his age or his mental state, all of a sudden that person was a hater, was a MAGA tard, was conspiracy theories by the right-wing hoax, all of these things. So basically what the media, by replacing him, and the Democrats will say is, oh, you remember when you said that Biden being sick and too old, that was a right-wing conspiracy theory? Yeah, actually we lied about it every single day for 2.5 years. But starting right now, we're going to tell you the truth. So please, believe in us. We lied to you for 2.5 years straight. We dismissed everything. And we tried to hide this from you. But we just decided to be honest from now on. Will people buy this? I leave it up to you. Now, crypto markets. It's funny because I made a prediction, as all of you know, which was after the Bitcoin halving, between 2 and 3 months, we should see Bitcoin drop somewhere between 47 and 52,000 within 3 months. So that would be until 19th of July. And so until 19th of July, theoretically, that could still happen. But then when we touched 56,500 and we went to 70,000, I thought, okay, we didn't go to 52, we stopped at 56. And I kind of said, look, my prediction was wrong. I mean, I was right on the direction, but we didn't go as deep as I thought. And how funny would it be if we actually go to 47 to 52,000 as I predicted initially over the next couple of weeks? Will I take credit for it? No, because I truly believed that 56.5 was the bottom when we got there. I know that we are very close to it. I think we went below it in certain exchanges. Depends a bit on which Bitcoin exchange you're looking at. No, but I'm not going to take credit for it because, in my view, I already assumed that prediction was wrong, so I won't take credit for it. But that just comes to show you that these mid-cycle corrections, these corrections post-halving, these boring, going down, start questioning everything periods happen during the bull market. While every other channel, Discover Crypto, Crypto Banter, Ivan on Tech, so on and so on, were telling you Bitcoin 90,000, Bitcoin 100,000, Bitcoin to explode, now it's it, this year is going to be different. Left translated cycle, remember that one? Was the number one most voted option, so I said, that's not going to happen because everybody thinks it's going to happen. Well, nobody thinks it anymore. So all these people telling you these things, they said, no, you're going to see mid-cycle correction. And I don't care what these people come up with, what kind of stories they tell you. Crypto Banter launches a coin that does nothing but go down forever. And then what does it do? Let me launch another coin on top of it so it goes down even faster and even further. So congratulations for all of you who believe in these crypto idiots. After more than a year of this channel, in which I've warned you about these things deep in 2023, when we were in the boring period, I said this is the time where you need to prepare for the bull market, and these clowns are going to do this and that and the other, and they've done everything that I've said. They've done it, and everybody who follows them got annihilated. And it's not because I'm a Nostradamus or a king or a god or anything of that. It's because I've seen these cycles many times before. This is how they operate. See, they will be fine because they get their YouTube ad revenue. They probably sell some mastermind, whatever. They probably have some paid memberships. They will, with enough time passing, they will do just fine. But the followers will get annihilated. Understand, mid-cycle corrections are normal. They happen in every single cycle. And people forget that during the bull market, Bitcoin sometimes goes down 40% from a local top. Ethereum sometimes goes down 60% from a local top. And altcoins sometimes go down up to 70 to 75% from local tops. Every single cycle. Meme coins in particular can go down, particularly the ones that went up, 200-fold or whatever. Those can come down 80, 85%, because a lot of people are on profit. So a lot of people have not experienced pain. So for example, I saw Andy go to a little bit north of $100 million market cap. Recently, at some point, it was $320 million. Do you think I'm selling? No. Can I be wrong? Can Andy go to zero? Absolutely. Tomorrow. Can go to zero tomorrow. Pepe can go to zero tomorrow. Maybe they all had their all-time highs. I missed both. I didn't sell. I'm finished on that one. Possible. I don't think so. And there are fundamentals that I like that I think they will do well. The point being, my strategy has never changed. I always said 2025, 2025, 2025. Why do I say 2025? Because I understand the urge of going and selling your portfolio after being up, 150-fold, you only up 70-fold. I understand the urge of go and sell it. Now, as I've mentioned before, I already sold a bunch of my lottery tickets. I've already made enough money to cover all my lottery tickets, even if they all go to zero. And that is part of risk management, because it prevents me from doing things that I shouldn't really do. In my view, I ask myself the following. Is the Ethereum ETF out? No. Are they cutting rates again? No. Has the Fed done emergency liquidity injections trying to prop up the re-election? No. Is inflation under 2%? No. Is Coinbase the number one app downloaded? No. Are celebrities demanding to be paid in Bitcoin and other cryptos? No. Is Jim Cramer doing a full dedicated episode just for crypto? No. What's happening right now is very simple. Mt. Gox coins are about to come out. So what you're having is a selling the rumor, probably buy the news event. So the same way you get a buy the rumor, sell the news, you're probably going to get a sell the rumor, buy the news when it comes to negative stuff. Also, Germany is selling a bunch of Bitcoin. They've sold 10,000 Bitcoin. They have 40,000 left. But here is the point that nobody figures out. And the Department of Justice is also selling coins. Two things. Does Ethereum have a Mt. Gox? No. Does Ethereum have coins by the DOJ to be sold? No. Does Ethereum have coins by Germany? No. But Ethereum, why is Ethereum going down? Because Ethereum is liquidity bonded to Bitcoin. I've told you this before. Ethereum is like free leverage on Bitcoin. And when, again, the other channels were predicting that, oh my God, Ethereum is now going to explode because they don't have anything to be sold. Well, I say, yeah, but you need to look at the liquidity bonding. You need to look at the liquidity pools set up between Bitcoin and Ethereum. As long as you can trade one for the other, if one goes down, the other one will still go down. What you want is Bitcoin going up by 50% and Ethereum going up by 150%. That's what you're looking for. What I'm doing is, and I can be completely wrong, and all my coins can go to zero tomorrow. You see, that's another thing that makes me different from the other influencers, is I tell you this. I tell you that all of my investments can go to zero, and I'm okay with it. And if that happens, so be it. But I tried to make my living based on things that I thought was going to happen. And I have reasons behind why I believe those things would happen. And I stick by them. See, I don't change my strategy on a daily basis. If you look at the channel like Discover Crypto or whatever, the channel where, oh my God, I forgot his name. One of the biggest YouTubers that had this drug problem, something like, I don't know, BitBoy, right? So that channel Discover. If you watch it, It's one day go all in, the other day sell everything, the other day this is going to pump, but then it crashes. So then the next day, oh, it's going to crash even more, but then it pumps and oh, it's going to pump. It's like they make the titles based on what's happening, and that's it. And all the analysis and the strategies change completely. I mean, just like crypto banter, right? Oh, sell all my Ethereum. Oh, buy all Ethereum back. Sell all Solana. Oh, buy all Solana. I mean, they chase the market. And they do it because they know they can sell you stuff. They know they can rely on your super chats. They know they can rely on your views, on your paying for memberships to do very well. Make it simple. Is this anything different than previous cycles? No. Can crypto go to zero? It could always go to zero. You need to be able to live with it. If you don't, you can always get out. I mean, you can play with bonds, you can hold cash, you can do whatever you want. I mean, but you need to understand the risks of things. Otherwise, you'll live always on the edge of everything. And when do people make the most money? When they buy when it's uncomfortable, and they sell when it's difficult to sell because you think it's going to go to $100 billion market cap tomorrow. That's it. What I do, how I put myself, how I control myself from doing things that I shouldn't is 2025. I have my targets, and then I analyze if anything has happened to change my view on the targets. If not, I stick to the course. If something changed materially, I will adjust. I don't see it. I don't see what's the big deal. I think the problem is we did very well with the Bitcoin ETFs, and people forgot that we shouldn't have done so well, but we did, which means probably the correction will still happen, but it will be more painful because you will have all these narratives in your head. Why this time is different? Why this time there's no mid-cycle correction? Why this time it has no place to go but up? Blah, 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 blah. People say, oh, these guys are selling. Grayscale sold all this Bitcoin and sold like 60% of their holdings. And the DOJ is selling, and Germany is selling, and now Modcox is coming. Yeah, but you don't understand, do you? Once that selling pressure is over, which will be over in 1 month, 1 month and a half, they cannot hurt the price anymore. They already sold. They're out. Once they're out, once the sellers are out, what do we have left? Buyers. When they buy, what happens to price? Price goes up. Are they selling? No. Why not? Because the sellers already sold. When you are on the other side of the bull market in the euphoria phase, everybody bought. Elon Musk, celebrities, Tom Brady, $1 million for a JPEG, blah, blah, blah. When everybody already bought, what can they do? Sell. The same story. I've heard the channel saying, oh my God, there are a lot of shorts between 60 and 65,000. This is terrible because the shorts will push the price down. No, you don't get it. You need the shorts to be there. So when we go up, they get liquidated and they push the price even further. When you are on the euphoria phase of the bull market, what do you have? A lot of longs. Why do you have a lot of leverage longs? Because they need to be taken out when price is going down because the bear market has started. And why does the bull market and bear markets exist? Because the big investors in crypto, just like the ones in the stock market, know very well what a liquidity cycle means and how it mimics the US presidential election cycle. That's why crypto has 4-year cycles, just as the Nasdaq. But with that, guys, thank you very much for your support. I'll catch you in the next one. Tomorrow, I won't be here. I'm going to be watching some of the Euro Cup and then later some of the Copa America. I'm a big soccer fan, so I will spend some time doing that. If you do enjoy the content, as you guys know, drop that like and subscribe, and you can always be certain that you only hear the truth from me, essentially because I'm not selling you anything. So I don't need to buy your love with empty promises of this thing's gonna go to $1 million by tomorrow, like the other channels do. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next one. Au revoir.